Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Is it recording? Okay, cool. Hey, this is an appreciation post. I'm on day 6 of being banned from posting anything on my YouTube for being naughty. So I will be back tomorrow, hopefully. I think most of the things I read said after 7 days, from the initial post, you can come back. If not, I'm just gonna keep recording and you guys will see these when I post them. But this is an appreciation post for you guys. So today's January 8th. This has been a really hard week. Like really hard. I'm grateful that I don't celebrate the new year at this point in time. I celebrate it in the springtime. Because this week was very difficult. And I think that's kind of why I was like navigating stuff. But not being able to make videos and post them and receive feedback or views has been really hard. So I wanted to let you know that I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really, really excited about this platform, and I'm really happy to have you guys here witnessing me and like supporting my channel. I missed you. I don't even know who you are for the most part, but I missed you guys. I missed having this space. The things that I've heard, I made videos about this that I will be posting as like their own videos, but this is an appreciation post because I really had to lean on my mommy friends this week, and I usually don't have to because I have this space. So I'm grateful for them. You know who you are. I called you freaking out several times this week. And I also wanted to say that I don't know how things are going to keep going for this country. I reached a point this week. So we went to the land on Monday. Today's Thursday. And everything was gone. All of my work, all of the things that I had put into preparing for the homestead. As you know, if you've watched any of the homesteading diaries, all of it was gone. People stole it, which I knew there was a pretty good chance that would happen. But I did not expect them to steal both RVs. So I initially was like, oh, it's okay, it's whatever. But it's not. I'm fucking pissed. I can't really do anything about it. And I hate how people are so selfish. On that same note of people being selfish, my neighbors bought that puppy, Rosie, and she went viral over here. She got over 1,000 views when I posted her when they first got her, and she has parvo, and they're just letting her die. They're not doing anything. I talked to my landlord. I was like, I need you to do something about this because he really loves dogs. Rosie imprinted on me, and so I feel like shit not doing anything, but I have my own dogs that I need to worry about. They've been inside all day. Look at them. Can you see them? There they are. Puppies. Where's Woodstock? Oh, you can't see Woodstock. My jackets are in the way. I hate how selfish people are. I'm kind of in a space of... I had to watch some of my readings today, the ones that I posted, especially the Keep Going one, because in that reading, it was prior to me knowing what was going on the land, and it was like, it helped me, like, ground again, but I am so sick of how selfish people are. I think that apathy has killed humanity. I don't think we're gonna be able to come back from this, as a human collective. I've always been very positive. I'm gonna keep reading the energy, but right now, personally, I don't understand why people act so fucking careless, and heartless and selfish. Why would you get animals if you're not even gonna take care of them? I hate my neighbors. I hate my neighbors. I hate them. I am so mad. It's such a fucking injustice. Not to mention, like, when Woodstock had parvo a couple years ago, it was the worst. I had to give him IVs in his fur coat. I had to feed him with a syringe for a week. and these people are just letting her die. And I'm so worried about the germs because parvo is so incredibly contagious. They have another dog that just stays tied up. I hate people. This community that I'm in is predominantly MAGA. It's very poor. And I'm not trying to be classist, but what I am saying is that when people, the system has done this by design, is when people have to fend for themselves and have to worry about having enough to take care of themselves, right? First of all, you should never get animals if you can't take care of them. And second of all, the system has it in place so that people are apathetic because everyone is serving themselves because it's out of necessity, right? I have very little faith in this community right now. I'm feeling I'm just pissed. I'm pissed off. I am pissed. And I have every right to be pissed, and I don't even think I'm pissed enough. I'm pissed for Rosie. I'm calling on my spirit team to protect her. Honestly, at this point, I feel like it would be better if she died because they're not going to take care of her. If she survives, I will take her. I don't care. I will go over there and physically take her and bring her over here once she's better. If that happens. But she hasn't eaten in 3 days. If I wouldn't have told them, they wouldn't have known. They don't feed their animals. I've been feeding their animals for the past month or so. What the fuck? My neighbor, I cussed him out last night. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. Like, what are you doing? They both have family in town. Neither of them are reaching out to their family for help. I'm like, what are you doing? You literally could take care of this. What is wrong with people? My heart breaks for Rosie. She doesn't deserve this, and I told her that yesterday. And I said, I went over there yesterday and I picked up poop in their yard because that's how it spreads, and I gave her a blanket the other day and I put some Pedialyte there for her, and I gave the other dog his own bowls so that he doesn't have to share germs, but these aren't my dogs. I shouldn't have to do this. When I told my landlord, he's like, call animal control. I'm like, animal control's not going to do anything unless you call them because you're the owner of the house. I said I had a situation with a cat at the spot next door, and the people, it's an abandoned house, and the cat was behind the fence, and animal control wouldn't do anything because they wouldn't go in the fence. And I told my landlord that. I said, they're not going to do anything. I called my landlord this morning. I said, Jeff is home right now. Can you go over there? Nobody gives a fuck. I've done everything I possibly can without putting my own dogs at risk. And I just... Why? Why even get a dog? I'll tell you why. Because this stupid hoe moved in with him and fucking pick me bitch, and she's all like, we need a baby together. I hope their relationship fucking ends up in flames because I'm so fucking sick of these two fucking assholes. And they have a kid in that house, and apparently she's got kids, and of course she doesn't have custody. No surprise there. So anyway, I'm irate. I'm pissed. I think the injustice, this is personal injustice that I'm experiencing, but obviously at a collective level, we're seeing injustice with the woman who got shot in the face, with the way that the government is completely rogue at this point. Finally, 2 people just got shot in Portland today. So, I live in this town with a bunch of MAGA fucks, and I don't know. I'm sitting with the decision of whether or not to list my land for sale, because honestly, I don't want to be in a community that is like this. I don't want my son to be here. We stay in our house. I want my son to be able to have a good life. I thought this could be the place, but I really don't. The way that I'm seeing people move right now, I have no desire to be around these people. People are like, oh, you could find out who took your RVs, and then do what? It's the wild fucking West. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken for humanity, for our animals. I think that humans are horrible. But I'm really grateful to have this platform. want her. I told her, I said, you don't deserve this. You never deserved this. And they're not even looking for her. Yesterday when I called my neighbor, I was like, are you gonna put her inside? I'm like, you need to quarantine her. He was like, I don't even know where she is. And I told him exactly where she was. And they didn't do anything. She's such a sweet baby, Rosie. God, I feel so bad. I have no desire to be in any space with these people who are so selfish. I don't understand why people are like this. We've lost the plot, guys. Humanity is just ruins everything. Why? If you can't take care of life, don't bring life. Humans, babies, plants, whatever it is. If you have no intention to care for it, then don't initiate it. I wish I could do more for her. But I can't without my kids getting sick. I bleached everything in our house yesterday after I was over there. And I gave the other dog enough. But I'm probably gonna go over there tomorrow and make sure he's good, because I just can't. I can't sit by and let people suffer or animals suffer. I talked to this other guy yesterday, my fix-it guy. He came, and he's the one that told me to talk to the landlord about it, because he's like, the landlord loves dogs, like, talk to him. But I was telling him, you know, I'm like, I don't like it here. I don't like how selfish this community is. I don't like how, I think it's gross. People are self-serving, they're opportunists. I understand the implications of why, because of the system. But I feel like I've got too much on my shoulders for my own mission. At this point, I don't feel I'm receiving enough to continue giving. And that's a problem. We've been in this town for 3 years this week. And in that 3 years, I've run a lot of art programs and college stuff. Tomorrow we do have the grand opening of the youth center, and Niall and I are going. And I hope that I can do something there. But what I told this guy yesterday, I'm like, if I'm not making a difference, I don't need to be alive. And so I feel like I just keep hitting these walls in this community. Who steals people's entire livelihood? Who does that? People on drugs. I have no desire. And I'm getting a lot of like Skid Row vibes. Like, I know it's an impoverished place, but you know what? Rich people aren't any better. And I told my friends that. I'm like, I'm really sick of living around like poor folks. But I grew up in the suburbs. Poor or rich folks are the same, except they're like more like, I'm gonna hold on to my own instead of I have to get my own. It's the same thing. So anyway, I'm very disheartened right now, which isn't a space I like to be in, but I've been really reflecting a lot today and talking to my other friends, and I think a lot of it's because I haven't been able to really process here and post things, so that's why I'm here right now. I'm gonna do a reading after this, but I wanted to get this out. I'm calling on all of my past loved ones, animals and humans, to watch over Rosie and to support her transition if that's how she chooses to go. Again, I feel like they don't care. She just wanted, the stupid bitch girlfriend just wanted a baby to like tie him down. So when you got a baby together and then you like locked your other dog up, because that other dog, Sancho, is so cool. He like, walks and he finds his way home, and she's got him tied up. I'm not calling animal control because I know animal control. That guy's just, he's the same way. He's just gonna make an excuse, and I told the landlord he needs to do it. It's not my yard. They're not gonna take it seriously. I already know. I deal with that fucker all the time with the cats, the alley cats. I hate people who act like this. I have a very strong sense of justice. Unbeknownst to me, it's because of autism, but also I studied human rights. I've always been led to do the right thing. So when I am forced to be around people who don't, it fucking pisses me off. My hope for the future is dwindling. I think a lot of people's is. And that's why I come over here and tell you what you're calling readings, heal yourself, because nothing's gonna change unless people decide to make change. I just told you everything I've done for this dog when the owners of the dog haven't done any of that. They don't even leave their dogs water. It's so heavy. I'm getting that Beatles song and that scene in Across the Universe. She's so heavy. It's so heavy. And under this regime, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. We've lost the plot. Apathy is killing all of us. It's killing the planet. Supremacy is, apathy is the gateway to supremacy. When you don't care about anything except, making money and looking cool for fucking douchebags or getting high or whatever it is. I'm someone who has been through that shit. I used to be a bitch. I used to be concerned with that shit. That's not life. That's what the system wants and needs of you, to continue to control. And I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. This baby, and take Rosie as like an example of what's going on at a fucking humanity collective. All of the innocence is being killed. All of the children are being fucking abused, neglected. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Because our only thing to do here is to protect life. And I'm not talking pro-life shit. I'm pro-choice. I'm talking about life, like the planet, the plants, the animals. As humans with hands, we're able to do things that other animals aren't. And it's our responsibility in this system. And these fucking monsters have just turned everyone into such douchebags. God. I'm so sad for her, you guys. She's just laying over there. God, poor baby. Don't get animals if you're not gonna care for them. I don't care if it's a fucking hermit crab all the way to a fucking horse. I don't care if you're not gonna take care of your animals. Don't get a fucking animal. Fucking assholes. Oh god, they better not see me. They better not run into me in the next few days, because and those of us who do still give a fuck about something besides ourselves, it's our responsibility to advocate and to do what we can. God, I fucking hate my neighbors. I have no desire to live with these fucking assholes. I knew from the second I saw that chick when she moved in there, because they were like having movie nights like all summer. And then I was like, they like moved in together after 2 weeks. Don't do that shit. I know that's a toxic relationship because obviously. But don't be fucking making babies, human or otherwise, just to prove that your relationship fucking sucks, because everyone from the outside knows it sucks. I'm so different than all these fuckers in this fucking community. Everyone is so self-serving. It's disgusting. I know a lot of other people who consider themselves earth angels or, you know, neurodivergent people, queer people, whatever umbrella you want to put over it. I know a lot of us feel like there's no place for us. And I'm feeling that heavy this week. After discovering everything got stolen off of my land. What the fuck? You're not entitled to anyone else's stuff. If you didn't work for it, it's not yours. It's not yours. And I hope those people get karma too. I'm having a hard week. I'm having a very hard week. And I know a lot of it's because I've been blocked out here too. So I'm going to be isolating myself after tomorrow until next week. I mean, I'm going to make videos, but I mean, like, physically, the people, I'm not talking to anyone. I need to get my energy back. But I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And if you're just sitting there and laughing at me, you have no business being on my channel. Leave me the fuck alone. I have a heart that is supposed to awaken other hearts. And that is not a weakness. It takes a lot of strength. I don't even want to say what I want to do to my neighbors, but it takes a lot of strength to not go fuck with them. I am so mad. I am so mad. I am so mad. And I hope she gets through it, because if she does, I'm going to take her. And she's going to raise, because they're cousins with these two. And I hope they don't get sick, but we're in the thick of this. You know, I was really paranoid all day today, and I was like freaking out about them even being outside. And I bleached the fence line yesterday and picked up the, I mean, done everything I can. But I'm tired. I'm tired of people being so fucking selfish. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I started watching the movie Idiocracy yesterday with Luke Wilson. I love Luke Wilson. But I couldn't really get into it because I was like, that's like exactly how we're living now. Trash everywhere. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you about the litter walk Niall and I did in our alley. Oh shit, we missed that on Tuesday. Oh, it was rainy. Wait, no. I don't remember why we didn't do it. I'm really worried about my puppy friend. Honestly, I hope she has a nice transition. It's like gonna be like 10 degrees tonight. I have a cat in the catio, and I feel bad about that, but she pees all over my house, so she has to stay in there. So I tried to weatherproof it by putting like cardboard on the panels, and I put like shade covering around and tried to make it a little warmer. And then the alley cats all have their own shelters. I have like 3 little houses out front, and then there's an abandoned building next door as well. And I know animals are really resilient, but humans, when you decide to take an animal in as a pet, it's your responsibility to take care of that animal. I take care of everybody. I love them. I love animals. They're so powerful. But I'm so mad at the humans. I think Ice is in Flagstaff, which is only an hour and a half away from where I am. So that's awful. Today I called the DMV to tell them that the trailer that I do have registered, I only have one registered, was stolen, and she was like, did you file a police report? And I'm like, no. And she's like, you have to do that. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. For what? I have no idea when they took it. I haven't been out there in a long time. But this is the kind of community that I live in. A bunch of fucking mouth breathers, you know? If you're in my community and you and I have a friendship, I'm not talking about you. And you know that. You live here too. You know who I'm fucking talking about. So, I am really trying my best to get focused again on what it is I'm trying to accomplish. This regime is really exhausting. I hate Donald Trump and all of them. I don't even know who they are. White supremacists are the stupidest people alive. They know they have tiny dicks. Yeah. So anyway, they're both white. Go figure. I don't feel safe here anymore. I mean, I do for now because I can hold my own, but like, he and I were cool until this chick moved in, and I knew that was gonna happen because I could tell the way she was looking at me. Like, please, I don't want your man. He offered and I declined. I'm good. I don't want any men in this town. Thank you. I don't even think I like men. I fucking hate men. I'm pretty cool by myself. But I don't know. I'm disappointed in humanity, but I'm grateful for you guys. It's a paradox, I guess. Someone made this, Lisa Frank, and it looks just like Hootie, so I made it into my background. And a little pause. So I called on Hootie and a Cosmo and my dog growing up, Hickory. I called on my dad. I called on Archangel Michael. And I called on, I think that was it. Oh no, there was a guinea pig that was in their yard a couple years ago, and I brought it into my house for a night, and it died overnight. And I could tell it was gonna die, so that's why I went over there and got it. So I called in the guinea pig too, because it was in like the same spot that Rosie's laying in. And so I hope that her transition is quick. I did go peek, because she's like literally laying right on the other side of the fence, and so I have the black covering, and I lifted it up, and I said, hi, I'm just making sure she's still alive. I hate my neighbors so much. I hate these systems, because everybody is like, so like, this is my job, this is what I do. I can't do anything else. And I think that's absolutely pathetic. So liberate your fucking mind, think for yourself, and do what's right, because there aren't enough of us doing that.